Hi, this is Steve, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use artificial intelligence to make money online with YouTube without showing your face or speaking into a microphone, and even if you don't have a monetized channel. So I'm going to go through a number of bits of software here and show you how to do this. Very, very easy, but I'm going to take you through it step by step so that you can follow along yourself and get started making money online with YouTube in 2023, and more importantly, you'll understand more about what artificial intelligence can do for you. Now, all of the softwares that I'm going to talk about are available for free. You'll find the links in the description below, but stick with me right to the end here to get the meat on the bones of how you can make money with YouTube here without even having a monetized channel, because that'll be the part that we reveal right at the end of this video. So it will be a little bit longer than our normal videos, but I'll try and keep it as short as possible because that's the way I think information is best consumed these days. So let's start off by talking about artificial intelligence. There's been a lot of talk about this lately, and in particular a company called OpenAI who've developed a product called ChatGPT. As I say, the description is in the description below. The link is in the description below. You can just get a free account here, and once you've created that free account and log in, you'll be presented with this very simple screen giving you some examples and a search box or a box at the bottom where you can actually ask questions. Now, it's important to know that this is true artificial intelligence. It's not connected to the internet. But when you actually ask a question here or search for information, and I use the word search lightly, it's actually just like talking from me to you. If I ask you a question, your brain figures out an answer and responds to me. And that's what's happening here with artificial intelligence. It's not going to the internet and looking up this information. It's actually artificially compiling it. And it really does feel like that a human is doing it. So let me explain to you. First, I'd like to show you and prove to you that this is not connected to the internet. Now, we could say, are you connected? We could actually ask it, are you connected to the internet? Okay, so there you go. That'd be like me asking you in the pub, are you connected to the internet? Do you have an internet connection? Have you got broadband? And you'd be given an answer to that. And of course, we get this answer that says, you do not have a physical body or the ability to connect to the internet. And in fact, you can do further searches here to confirm that. You could say, what is the price of Bitcoin today? And the artificial intelligence will respond to us and confirm again that it's not connected to the internet. This is pure data, and the knowledge it has actually only exists in its database. So with that in mind, let's just clear down those questions and let's show you the sort of thing this can do. Let's imagine we wanted to write ourselves a book about any subject that you can possibly think of. Well, we could ask ChatGPT to give us an outline for the book or even write the book. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It is that good. So let me just demonstrate that to you. Imagine we want to write a book about small dogs. So I might say, write me an outline for a book about small dogs. Okay, and we hit enter, and ChatGPT will now go and do its magic, and you'll see it bringing information on the screen for us. So imagine now that you wanted to write yourself a book or an ebook. Imagine the power of this. You might be one of those people who's for many years sat on the idea of writing a book and never got round to it. I know most people, they say, have actually considered that at some point in their life. And getting started is the hardest point. Well, imagine now having effectively the chapters laid out for you. How powerful could this be? And this is all created by artificial intelligence, and you can see it reads very much like a human wrote it. You'd be hard pushed to know that a human didn't. In fact, I would argue you really can't tell. So imagine this then, that you've got chapters, an introduction, the types of small dogs, choosing the right small dog for you. So what you can then do, you can further question the artificial intelligence just like you would a human. So let's say tips for training small dogs. Here, you might say, you know, if you were talking to a person, you're talking to me, you say, have you got a small dog? I say, yeah. And you might say to me, well, have you got any tips for training it? And then I would answer you. So tips for training small dogs. So here, if I'm writing an ebook, for example, I might take this and so I might then say, can you give me some tips for training small dogs? And I'll click go again, and ChatGPT, the OpenAI, will now give me tips for training small dogs. Can you imagine how you can use this to make yourself a fantastic writer, or use this in other ways? For example, writing blog posts for websites and so on and so forth. Unbelievable what you can do with this. And you can, of course, you don't need to use this verbatim, but you can. But you don't need to actually use this verbatim. What you could do is just take this for motivation for yourself and then give it some tweak, maybe add your feel to it, so to speak. So you can see it's fantastic in that respect. And that's what we're going to use this artificial intelligence for, to actually create us some YouTube videos. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clear that down once again so that we don't get confused by it. And the next thing I want to do is talk to you about how we're going to find a niche, if you like, that we're going to create a video for, that we're going to put on YouTube that will make us money. But I'm also going to show you the bits of software, and I'm going to prove to you how some of these channels are making phenomenal amounts of money. Now, I've got a dog myself. I've got a couple of dogs, and one of those dogs is very hairy. And I was actually hoovering up earlier on today and thinking about that and thinking, hey, it would be probably quite a good idea to look for a niche of dogs and see what you know people are doing there on YouTube. So on YouTube I did a quick search literally for the word dog, and this website was one that came up in the results, and it really epitomizes the sort of thing that we're talking about here. And what I wanted to do is just point this out to you. You can go and do your own research and find your own channels and your own niche. But I wanted to show you what's going on with these sort of channels. This one happens to be called Jaw-Dropping Facts. You can go and have a look at it yourself. And what's impressive about this is the number of views that they get on their little videos that are no different to the video I'm going to show you how to create with full artificial intelligence very quickly. You can create multiples of these per day, and certainly creating one every single day is very easy. Here's a video these guys posted about cats 10 days ago. It's got 435,000 views. So you can imagine that is making some great money for them through YouTube ads on here. But there's other ways of monetizing, which is what I'm going to show you. Just look at the number of views on these. 12 days ago, 154,000. 13 days ago, 113,000. 3 weeks ago, 229,000. Look at this one down here from a year ago. 9.9 million views. 2 years ago, over 10 million views. 1 year ago, over 10 million views. Here's one from 3 years ago, got 25 million views from a very simple video that, as you can see, is 3 minutes and 57 seconds long. Okay, that's enough waffling. I want to show you how much money this channel can be making, and you can do that and look this up yourself on a website called socialblade.com. Again, all links in the description below. This is totally free. Go to socialblade.com. You don't even need to create an account. You can if you wish. They're free. But you then just get to Social Blade, enter a YouTube username in this top box here, and it will find that website for you. So here is the one that we've just been talking about. When I bring it down here, if you look at this, this is not even a massive website. And yet, in fact, you can see here, it's way down in rankings. But its earnings are estimated to be around up to $19,200 per month. 230,000, I beg your pardon, I'm in the UK, so this is pounds, not dollars. So this is pounds we're looking at. So this will be around about 20 $23,000, $24,000, something like that per month. Now, the lower figure here is only shown on the screen because this is the absolute minimum you would earn from AdSense. That's why this number is shown on the screen. So I think we could safely say that this is earning at least £5,000 per month. So around about 6,000, something like that, dollars at the moment per month from these simple videos. Now you can go and do your own research on this. I've given you the websites, and again, a link is in the description below. So I've decided that I want to, in this particular example, I'm going to do a video for you. I'm going to show you the steps through of how I'm going to create this and get everything perfectly right for what we want to do with our video that we're going to create. And the way I do my research is I use a bit of software called Morning Fame. So again, you get a free account here, link in the description below. And once you log into Morning Fame, what you'll find is that you'll land on this page here for what's called keyword research. You can see I've been logged out here, so let me just log myself back in. And once we're logged in, we'll come to the research page. So we already have an idea for a keyword in mind, something to do with dogs and small dogs. So what we can do here in Morning Fame is type in small dogs. So once we do that, we'll get some other options here. So you can look through these and just pick anything really, but you can see all of these things are being searched for on YouTube. So let's be quite broad here and say small dogs for kids. So once we do that, the software will go away and it will look and find us some long tail keywords. So these will allow us to have much more chance of getting ranked and therefore getting views and so on and so forth. So we've got common keywords for large channels. That's almost certainly not going to be yourself. And the uncommon keywords for the smaller channels. So this is what you want to be looking for. This is my high recommendation. So here right at the very top here, you can see, here's a great one. Small dog breeds that don't shed a lot. And across here we can see DDDA. Don't worry too much about this, but it's great when you can find an A here. And this number 39, there's more information, explanations in Morning Fame about this. But if you've got a number above a 6, that's great. So obviously a 39 is brilliant. Small dog breeds for first time owners, DDDB, and a 50. Well, personally, I would sooner have an A here and a 39 than a B and a 50. So let's just go with this. Small dog breeds that don't shed a lot. I'm going to choose that and say that's for my keyword. That's what I'm going to build my actual video based on that keyword. So I go choose for step 3, and what will happen here is that will now be brought through to the main step, and we're going to come back here to Morning Fame in a little bit later on, but small dogs that don't shed a lot is now our keyword. That's what we're going to be making a video on. And here, don't worry too much about the DDD. That's fine. That's what you'd expect with a brand new channel that we're having. If we've got a nice A here, a nice relevant score, and a number here above a 6, this is great stuff. So we're going to get good results with this. So next, we're going to talk about using that software now to make videos with this. So small dog breeds that don't shed a lot, what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here to our ChatGPT, and we're going to ask it to write me a short script for a YouTube video about small dog breeds that don't shed a lot. And we'll click go. So off goes OpenAI's ChatGPT to write us a script, and you'll see it will make a fantastic job of this. More tea for the Brit. While it writes this script out. And there we go. Now you can have it rewrite this, write it again. You can literally regenerate and get a different response, or ask the question in a different way. But let's just stick with this because I want to show you how simple this is. Now we take this script, we copy it, and what we do is we come over to a bit of software called Pictory. You'll find a link in the description below to get a free account here. You can try it to your heart's content and actually produce a video in here for free. But with a free account, I will tell you at this stage that you will get a watermark on the video that you produce, and you're limited to the amount of videos that you do produce. This is the most value for money software on the market. I use this every single day. So great bit of software. As I say, get a free account, try it for yourself. So what we're going to do when we log in is we're going to go to this page here, which is script to video, click proceed. And what we're going to do is have Pictory create us a video automatically. So click here, click paste from clipboard, and we will have to allow that. So that information is now in here, the text that was produced by ChatGPT. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this down. Hi, welcome to our video about small dog breeds that don't shed a lot. And we just put a break in there. If you're looking for don't want to deal with a lot of shredding, then a small dog breed might be the perfect fit for you, right? So I'm going to just break that. I'll leave that actually in a single line. I was going to break that down, but it'll allow me to show you something here. Small dogs. Okay, one example is the Bichon Frise. Doesn't shed much. Another is the Maltese long silky coat, doesn't shed. Other include the Poodle. Okay, so this is what you do. You break this down like this and make effectively smaller sentences, okay, and make it into something that is literally broken down into sentences, and you'll see why in a moment, because these are going to be titles on the video that are produced for us by Pictory. And so dog breeds, I shed a little and a bit. Okay, I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. And so thanks for watching. So we could produce this entire video here with a single click of the button. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this down because we don't need to produce a big long video. So what have we got here? We're going to other dog breeds, Poodle, Shih Tzu, and Pomeranian. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that back just to speed the process up for you to understand what's going on. And what we'll do there is I'll get rid of the thanks for watching in this particular case and just bring it back to that, and then I'll just click proceed. Now once the this is another chunk of artificial intelligence in Pictory, working in a slightly different way, of course. So here we can choose a template. Now don't get hung up too much about what's on these templates. It's not about lemons, it's not about offices, it's not about pens. This is about the basic layout of what this produced video is going to look like. So the text here will be a red background, white, and a sort of goldy color text. The text here will be a blue background, and so on. But everything is editable, so don't get hung up on it. Just try it for yourself. We'll just choose this one. It's at the top of the page. There's lots on here. We choose the aspect ratio that we want and click continue. And now Pictory is going to produce this video for us. Good time for me to have another sip of my tea. But as you can see, this will produce this very, very quickly. Now, once this is done, it should be a few more seconds, I would imagine. And here we go. It has produced for us what it calls a storyboard, and that is the layout of this video that we can then produce and publish to YouTube or anywhere else that we want to use this video. So it's actually now looking to find videos that will match with the words in the script, and when it finds what it considers the best, effectively its best guess, it will produce that for us, and from there we can make any modifications that we wish. But it'll make a pretty good go straight out of the gate. So again, we get a message there that tells us that I've got a paid account, of course, but in my account, watermarks that we see here are not in the end produced video. So here we go. This is what it's come up with for us. Here we have our script down the left of the screen here, and we have the scenes that it's produced here. So here we've got 7 scenes. This is scene number 1. I can click here on scene 2 to move on to scene number 2. So here you can see here, one of the problems that we've got here is it's got a nice furry companion, but all this text is way too big, And what we can actually do here is we could duplicate this, we could trim this, or we could reduce the size of the text. For the purposes of making life quick for us today, just to show you quickly, I'm going to select all of that text. I'm going to come to the top here and choose from the drop down to make the text smaller. And now you can see that it makes a bit more sense. And we can obviously resize all of this, literally moving things around to see if we can make more sense of that and make that text maybe even a little bit smaller if we wish to make it fit on 2 lines. We can move it right the way down there. So let's just settle for that for now. So let's say we're happy with that for scene 2. We come to scene number 3. Several small dog breeds. Well, I don't really think fur coats is good, so we need to change this video. So we click on the frame itself, come over here to visuals. We've got the frame that we want to change, and small dog breeds that are known for low shedding. So let's just say, for example, small dog breeds. Here we go. And we can just have a look through these videos. It doesn't really matter in this particular case. I'd probably try and choose some that are very tiny little dogs. Doesn't really matter whether the ones we're going to have are, here's one that we know is low shedding, and what we do is we can just click on here, and what will happen is it'll place that video in here for us. Just take a moment to do that, and that video will appear in here, and there it is. And now we can either come back to the story here to go to the next scene, or we can choose the next scene from down below. So let's just do that by clicking scene number 4 at the bottom here. And here's a nice Bichon Frise, which is a fluffy white coat. It's found that nice video for us. We're going to keep with that, and we'll go to the next scene, which is a Maltese with a silky coat. Well, I think it might have I don't, to be honest with you, know whether that is a Maltese or not, but I think it probably is, so I'm going to stick with it. But of course, if you were doing videos about dogs, you'd probably know your stuff. Other small dog breeds, the Poodle, the Shih Tzu, well, this is a little Pomeranian, I believe. So what we're going to do here is we're going to reduce that text a little bit. We select on there because we can see that's a little bit big, and we just need to just mess around with this somewhat. I think perhaps 30 might be enough here to actually reduce that text down, and there we go, beautiful. And finally, let's just come to scene number 7 here and see what we got. We hope this video has helped you learn more about Don't Shed a Lot. Okay, fantastic. So that's our video done. Next, we might want to put some audio on this, and obviously we don't want to speak on this video, so how do we do that? Come over here to audio. From this audio, you will find that we've got a huge selection of music that we can add in the background here, but we've also got, and you can listen to these yourself, get a feel for what the music is. I'm just going to leave this default one, but you can go through the 15,000 tracks that are available and choose something that works for you, that you're happy with. I'm just going to stick with this one. But then I'm going to say, well, I want somebody to voice this for me. So I'm going to click on voiceover here, and I'm going to choose one of these languages, these voices that are in here. And you can see we've got Australian, New Zealand, South African, Indian English in this case, UK English, and we've got male and female, US English. Joanne is right at the top. So let's just choose Joanne because she's right at the top. I click apply here. And once she's applied like that, we can actually preview this video and see what it's come up with. So click preview here at the top once it's finished saving, and let's have a listen to this together and see what we've ended up with. This takes a little while to process that, of course, but as you can see, it's very quick. And once you get in a routine of this, you can produce these videos very, very quickly indeed. And as I say, producing, say, one a day is very easy.
Hi and welcome to our video about small dog breeds that don't shed a lot. If you're looking for a furry companion but don't want to deal with a lot of shedding, then a small dog breed that doesn't shed much might be the perfect fit for you. There are several small dog breeds that are known for their low shedding coats. One example is the Bichon Frise, which has a fluffy white coat that doesn't shed much. Another is the Maltese, which has a long, silky coat that doesn't shed much either. Other small dog breeds that don't shed much include the Poodle, the Shih Tzu, and the Pomeranian. We hope this video has helped you learn more about small dog breeds that don't shed a lot.
So there, that gives you a feel for the power of this. It's incredible, isn't it? Now, obviously, you might think that voice is not perfect and you might want to choose another one. The truth is, perfection in these voices doesn't matter too much. People are quite happy these days with artificial voices. So that's an artificial voice. You can, of course, voice these yourself as well. So entirely up to you. But now we can actually produce this into a video that we can use and take to the next step to upload onto YouTube and start to make money, even if we don't have a monetized channel. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to click Generate here and make this video. So this is now going to make this into a downloadable video for us, and then I'm just going to wait for this to happen. I'll pause this video while this happens because this is going to take perhaps 2 minutes or so, and then I'll come right back after this is produced and we'll take you on to the next stage. So here we are, we're back, and as you can see, the video has been generated. We get the message that says video generated and that it's saved under my project. So we're going to click here to go to my projects, and once we're there, we'll download this video, get it on our computer, ready for publishing on YouTube. So here we are. I'm going to just click here and download it as an MP4 file, and we're going to do that. And we'll choose where we'll save it on the computer. And I'll just put it here. I'm not going to bother to change the name of it for the purposes of this. I'm not going to worry about it. Just stick it in downloads there. And it's asking me, it would be a nice little question here. I'm not too bothered about that. We're going to get out of Pictory for now and move on to the next step, which is creating our thumbnail. Now, to create our thumbnail for our YouTube video, you want to use a bit of software called Canva. Again, free, and the link is in the description below. There is also obviously a paid version of Canva. I do have the paid version, and I've already gone ahead and created a thumbnail that I'm going to use, but I'm just going to show you this is that thumbnail, and I'm going to just show you how easy it is to make thumbnails like this in Canva, and you can obviously make them to look exactly how you want, but this is what we're going to use. Just want to show you how easy it is in Canva if you've not used it before. What you do is you would come to the login screen when you create your free Canva account. All you do is come here to the, once you're logged in, you'll be on this screen here, and from this screen you'll see right across the very top here some choices of what it is you want to create. So we want to create a YouTube thumbnail, so we click here on YouTube thumbnail. That'll take us to the templates for YouTube thumbnails. Now you can obviously start from scratch, and when you get a bit more experience you'll probably do that, but creating from templates is fantastic, and some of these templates that are in here are truly incredible. So with this loaded, we're in the templates of YouTube thumbnails, just giving us a second to load this up. And once these loads, you can see all the results here. I've actually recently used it, so you can see these at the top here. Well, how did I do that? I modified this template and made it this template. So what I do here is I go, in this case, I searched for dog or small dog. I'm not quite sure what I searched for, but so I think I searched for dog in this case. You can see there, top 10 friendly dog. Okay, so, or top tips for dog owners. So all you do is click on that, it'll load it here, and now you can change anything about this. You just want to change the text, that's not a problem. You can write in anything here that you wish. You know, top tips for dogs. And excuse me, I accidentally caught the wrong key on my keyboard there. Top tips for dog owners, for example. Yep. And you can obviously resize all of this as you would imagine. Literally choose the size of the text. I can type a number in there and make that 80 text. I can change any of this. I can change the image. I'm not going to do a full tutorial on Canva. That's not the purpose of this video. But the link is in the description below, and I will do another video with a bigger tutorial on Canva, although there are many others already on YouTube. So get yourself a free Canva account if you haven't got one already. Just wanted to show you briefly how you make changes there. You can change the background color, for example, here. If we wanted this color to be different, we can do that. We can edit the image. We can change any part of this that we wish very, very easily. So once we've got our thumbnail, which I've already created one, we're now ready to upload this to YouTube. Or are we? Well, no. What we want to do is come back to Morning Fame now. And if you remember, we were at step 3. We're refining our target search term. Scroll down the page and choose for step 4. And this will take us through to the next step where we can figure out what description we want to go in here. Now, a description, so this might be something like for example, in this video, you'll learn about the best small dogs that don't shed a lot of hair. And you know, that's very straightforward and simple at this point. You can obviously write a lot of characters in here. Morning Fame will guide you through this. For the purposes of this video, I'm actually going to just leave all of this in place and we're just going to go ahead and do this. But Morning Fame will guide you through this. And this title is the key element because we know from our search that this has got a relevance of A. So this is the important part. YouTube's algorithm is brilliant at getting your video in front of the right people. And tags, by the way, you can add tags in. You might have heard talk of tags. They don't really count for much these days. Again, there's more information about that in Morning Fame, and it's all available for free. So small dogs that don't shed a lot is what we're going to do. I'm just going to copy that to my clipboard again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to YouTube now. So we click here to create, and obviously you can do this with a brand new YouTube channel if you wish. You can just go and create a brand new YouTube channel and then get to work on this, because this is a monetization method where you don't need to be monetized for Google ads or YouTube advertising revenue. So you can get that revenue coming in later and still earn money with this method. So what we do is we push the little upload link there on YouTube, and as you can see, drag and drop files to upload. We're going to select the file which is in that download folder that we did a moment ago. There's that video. Select it, click open, which brings it up here, and now it's being pushed up to YouTube, ready for publishing. Now in my case, I've obviously got all my links down here below. You can ignore that. What we're going to do is we're going to take the title here and paste in here in plain text the small dog breeds that don't shed a lot. I'm actually going to delete all of this from this particular video just to save any confusion here. Let me just delete all of that. And now we're going to come back over to Social Blade for the description that we wrote. As we say, that's pretty basic, and you'd do some more research here with inside Morning Fame for that. But for the purposes of our demonstration, just going to paste this in here. And there that is. And now we need to upload our thumbnail. We're going to upload here that thumbnail now that I created. And there it is. And that'll get uploaded here and set as our thumbnail. Now we just need to scroll down here. Make sure that you select no, it's not made for kids rather than made for kids. You don't need to select anything here. I personally would disable allow automatic places. Scroll down, any tags you would enter in here as well. I've got TubeBuddy installed, which is great for finding tags for us. That's also a free bit of software. I will put the link to TubeBuddy in the description below. You can see I use that as well. And what we can do here is actually use these tag tools to push these tags up in here. And as I say, they don't make a great deal of difference, but anything that can get you better ranking has got to be worth trying. So in the case of TubeBuddy, it will actually pull in tags for us. So we can see here small dog breeds. That's a 10 here. We're going to just add that in. So that one's gone in here. Small dog breeds that don't shed. We're going to click this in, and then we just add in these tags in as we wish. Small non-shedding dogs. And you can just go and add small dog breeds that don't shed. You can just keep adding those in there. Now you'd be looking obviously for some key tags that have maybe got high relevance in terms of that, but there's no point putting the wrong tags in here. It won't help your video at all. So be specific. Don't be obsessed about having sort of a number of 10 or something like that. Be concerned that you've got small dog that doesn't shed, because this is the sort of thing that somebody might be searching on. As I say, tags are not that important, but once all of that is done, you come down here, allow embedding of it. I'm not going to publish this immediately because I don't want people seeing this on my main channel. It's purely a demonstration. Allow people to sample the content. That means people can use it as well. I'm going to disable that. Allow all comments. That's entirely up to you, whether you want to allow comments, etc., and whether you want to show how many viewers like the video. So once all of that is done, what we're going to do is we're going to click next, and that is that video published. But once that's done, I'm going to click next here and finish that up. We're going to come back. I'm going to leave this private for now, and I'm going to click save, and that video is now going to be published, already in this case to be published on YouTube. And now I'm going to bring you to the next tip, the way we're now going to monetize this, because we've got the video there, and obviously we need to then make people, when they find it, be able to make us some money. Well, this is something about dog breeds, so it'd be pretty cool if we could sell something that makes us money and it's about dogs. And the place to go for doing that is on Clickbank. If you haven't got a Clickbank account, again, links in the description. It's totally free. When you go to Clickbank and create an account, you'll land on the affiliate marketplace, and here if you search for dog in our example, but you could be searching for anything, again it's about what your video is about, you'll find products that are about dogs. And obviously if people are watching a video about dogs, maybe they'd be interested in buying a product that was about dogs. So I've just searched for dog, and you can see the number one at the top here. There's lots of stuff, and normally I'd have a look through here to see what might be appropriate. But this brain training for dogs, unique dog training course, you know, if anybody buys this through your link, $43.57 is the average conversion you can make every time somebody purchases this. So we're ready to use this. We're going to promote this. All we need to do in Clickbank, once we've got an account there, is click promote, and what will happen is your own account nickname will appear here. This is mine. You don't need a tracking ID. You simply click create hop link. Now once that's done, you'll get a long encrypted link like this. I'm going to copy that to the clipboard. You can now go over to a website that's called bit.ly.com. Again, all links in the description. And take that long link and create a short URL. So in the case of bit.ly, and they've changed the website slightly, right down the page here, you can see shorten your link. No account required. Shorten your link here. Just paste that link in there, the link that you've got from Clickbank, and click shorten. And what will happen is bit.ly will give you a link. Here it is. Click copy, and now when anybody clicks this link, they will be taken to your Clickbank product, and if anybody buys that product, as you've already seen, you'd earn $43.50 or more, because this might be a recurring product, which it actually is. So people could actually be buying a monthly product from this particular link. So now we've got that URL on our clipboard. We're going to come back to our YouTube channel. We're going to come back to edit the video that we've created. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually paste a link to this in the description. So in this video you'll learn about the yeah, okay. So now here we might type brain train your dog, brain training for your dog here, and we just post or paste that link in. Okay, now if you've got a brand new YouTube channel, you will need to go through the full authentication on YouTube, otherwise you're not able to paste these links. However, there's a great tip which I'll give you in a moment about how to get around that while you're waiting to be verified by YouTube. But the truth is it's pretty easy to get verified, and it's wise to do that. So now we've got this link in here, we click save. And the final part of this, and this is the most important part for making your money online even without a monetized channel. First thing we're going to do here now is I'm going to set this so that this video is no longer private. I'm going to do it as unlisted at the moment so that it's only available to myself. You would obviously publish direct to public, but I'm doing this as a demo. So now we've got this, and what I'm going to do now is come to the video itself on YouTube. So here's the next thing that I wanted to show you. Now in my case, you can see that brain training for your dog link is available here. Well, what you do is you add a comment. Check out brain training your dog here. And you paste that link here as well. Okay, and click comment. Once that comment has been published, you click the three dots here and you pin that comment. Okay, and we just pin it. And now anybody watching this video who looks at your comments will see your link, and this link will work whether your channel is monetized or not. And don't forget, every time anybody clicks that link, you can earn $43.57 over and over again, and that video will get more and more views over time. So there's a rather extended version of how to make money on YouTube with artificial intelligence, make money online without showing your face, and a better understanding of what you can do with this artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and a simple way to make money online. All of the links for all of the bits of software are in the description below. So let me know how you get on with this, and hopefully you found it useful. If you do and you're here for the first time, I'd really appreciate it if you'll give us a like, subscribe to the channel so that you get more great content like this. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.